Howdy folks, welcome to another beautiful day out here in West Vancouver. So we haven't had the first snow yet anyway, not down here, up on the mountains there's plenty down here, it's only been raining. Anyway, in today's video I want to talk about two things, Christmas trees and accountability. So let's start off with Christmas trees. The Christmas tree stand is open down here where you can go and buy a Christmas tree from the Scouts, which is cool. We did it last year. I bought my tree on the first day that they opened. This year I decided not to buy a tree, because this year I want to go and cut my own tree in the forest. It's also just something that, you know, from since I was little, I was like, oh, when you live in those places, you can go out and cut your own Christmas tree. So that's what I'm going to do. So I did some research online and I see that on the 1st of December, they're opening a permit application, and you can put in an application and they have a quota and they issue a permit to go cut a tree. I think it's over in Squamish side, so it's kind of a drive, but hey, sounds like an absolute adventure. So I'm going to try that this year because I love having a real tree. I just, you know, these plastic ones, or it's just not the same. I love having a real tree, but I think it would be so much better when I go out and I go and choose my own tree in the forest and bring it home. Can't wait for it. So let's hope, let's fingers crossed that we get one and that we can do that. If not, then we're going to have to go and buy one down there. And just because we got it so late, we'll have to keep it until later in the year. So that's if any of you have any advice on cutting your own Christmas tree or know where I can go do that other than that, please let me know. Anyway, so now next to the next one is accountability. You will note that this is the second video in 2 days that I've made. So what's happened, and I think I've spoken about this a couple of times before, you know, you get busy and you get into a comfort zone and you kind of get into this like little, you just don't do this stuff, start procrastinating. It happens to all of us. We have our cycles up and down and up and down. So I actually started doing something last week with a friend of mine, Dries. He is my accountability partner. So every night at 8 p.m. I give Dries a call and I've got a list of things that I need to report to on him, where I have to score myself for how much I've done during the day. And the whole idea behind it is that it's just, you know, it's just to get us over ourselves. I've always said, you know, the problem with me is that I'm very good at convincing myself that I don't need to do something. You know, and that's a problem. It is what it is. I'm a very good convincer, especially to myself. So in doing it this way, where I have this accountability, it's a tool that I've used many times before in different versions, you know, whether it is to say on Facebook that I'm going to run every day for 30 days and then do a live every day when I run so that people can give me crap if I don't do it. You know, it's just about, well, you know, you committed, so now you got to do it. Anyway, so we're trialing this out, this daily questions. It's a thing from a book that I read. I will actually put the link in the description for those of you that's interested. It's about this guy that he helps executives to change their habits, like deeply ingrained habits. It's actually quite interesting. Some of the stuff I don't agree with, but this seems to be quite an interesting one, and I've tried it before and it did work, and it's definitely working this time around as well. Maybe it's just, you know, the euphoria. It's always good when you start something new and you're full of full of speed and full of stamina and full of belief, and then later on maybe it doesn't work. But hey, we are there right now and it's working. So part of my things that I have to do every day is get some exercise, and part of that I've been doing weights with Connor in the garage. I've gone for multiple 5K walks or runs, and then I started getting Belinda back into yoga. So now we're doing yoga at night. We love this woman called Adrian, Yoga with Adrian. She's on YouTube. We've been doing it since, gosh, I guess we started following Adrian in 2016. It's just easy to do yoga at home. Put the mats out, put Adrian on the TV and listen to what she says and do what she says. It's actually quite funny that the yoga, I sweat more doing 30 minutes of yoga than I do from a 5K walk or from a gym session with Connor. It's actually quite good exercise. You won't think it, but it is. So yeah, that's one of the things. One of the other things I have on the list is that I need to start making more regular videos. So hence here I am. I'm going to start doing more videos because actually I enjoy it, and you know, I guess some of you enjoy watching it as well, so that's great. It's a win-win now, right? And then of course also just all of the companies catching up and making sure everything happens, and trying to get some of the monkeys from my back. You know, that's one of the craziest things. You have all of these little things that build up, and it's like, oh, I need to do that. Oh, I need to do that, and then you don't, and then you don't, and then there's just more of it, and more of it, and more of it, and more of it, and before you know it, you've got this giant pile of crap, and you look at it and you go, how am I ever going to finish all of that? So I'm just not going to do anything right now. So every day, one monkey off my back. That's the rule. Anyway, we're doing that, so I'll let you know how it goes further. Healthier eating, I'm already starting to lose weight again, feeling stronger, catching up with stuff. So yeah, accountability partners, it's a good idea. Check it out. Anyway, for the rest, not much to report. Canada is still awesome. Oh yes, there is actually something to report. Now we'll talk about it in tomorrow's video. Otherwise, what am I going to talk about tomorrow? All right folks, you all have an absolutely wonderful one. Cheers.